Hai friends, selamat datang lagi di Tiger Official Gaming Channel, tempat dimana kita bermain game bersama sampai tamat guys. Nah, kali ini kita akan lanjutkan petualangan Clive di Final Fantasy XVI ya. Dan apabila kamu ingin menonton dari awal, silahkan cek playlist yang aku taruh di video ini guys. Itu lengkap dari awal cerita sampai yang sekarang. Nah, jangan lupa juga dibantu untuk subscribe ya, biar kamu selalu update video terbaru di channel ini guys. Dan thank you untuk supportnya ya guys ya. Tanpa menunggu lama, mari kita lanjutkan bermain game Final Fantasy XVI.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Nah, karena si Torgal itu sekarang udah menjadi Frost Wolf, guys. Jadi mungkin makanannya sedikit berbeda ya, guys. Dulunya enak, sekarang udah nggak enak. So, sekarang kita harus tanya ke Hippocrates, guys. Mungkin dia tahu petunjuk makanan yang cocok untuk Frost Wolf ya.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Walah, ternyata guys, si Torgal butuh nutrisi yang lebih banyak guys. Dan kita perlu cari Elder Antelope. So, kita harus pergi ke Cressida nih guys. Kita cek peta dulu ya. Where is it? Nah, ini dia guys lokasinya ya. Lokasinya kita cek lagi guys, di mana ini? Oh, di sini ya. Dan nggak ada pilihan lain, ternyata kita harus jalan kaki nih guys. So, langsung aja ya. Kita lewatnya sini aja. Alright. Kita udah sampai ke lokasi yang ditentukan. Mana Elder Antelope-nya? Katanya 2 kali ukuran antelope biasa ya. Oh, ini toh, level 33. Oke guys, langsung aja kita panen ya. Kita panggang mereka guys, kita jadiin antelope bakar ya. Wow, ini tenang kita guys sama Elder Antelope. Alright, berhasil kita kalahin ya. So ini semacam perburuan Elder Antelope untuk kasih makan si Torgal guys. Tapi sayang juga ya, banyak yang kita kill tadi guys.
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Oke, kita udah berhasil ngalahin Elder Antelope ya guys. Untuk area di sekitar sini, kita cek peta. Ya, ini di Cressida ya. Dan semuanya udah kita lalui bersama guys. But sebelum tinggalin area ini, kita ambil item ini dulu ya. Membuatku penasaran, apakah item ini? Oh, dapatin steel stick aja. Oke, sekarang kita balik lagi guys ke hideaway kita. Nah, kita harus bicara kembali sama Lady Karen ya guys ya.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Dan kita nyapa kembali ke Harpocrates ya guys, karena dia lebih tahu kayak semacam guru yang punya banyak pengetahuan ya. Dan dia nemuin masalah dan solusi sekalian untuk si Torgal ya guys ya.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Dan selesailah quest kita untuk si Torgal ya guys. Dan dengar-dengarnya si Torgal itu memiliki kemampuan untuk multi talent seperti si Clive ya guys. Jadi dia juga bisa gunakan banyak elemen, nggak cuma jadi Frost Wolf. Nah sekarang kita cek lagi, masih ada satu quest ya guys ya. Kita ke depan aja. Hai Torgal, hope you like.
He cracked the crystal too.
Nah kita ke depan dulu guys. Ini ada item yang bisa kita lihat lagi ya. The Old. Nah, nih guys, kita dapetin 6 goblet yang terakhir ya. Dan beberapa item ya guys. So masih ada beberapa item kuncian yang bisa kita dapetin di sini. Nah, kita lanjut aja untuk cek questnya. Ini tentang si Blackthorn guys.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Oh, ini tentang si Blackthorn ya guys. Nah, kalau kemarin itu dia penasaran sama sebuah item yang nggak bisa dia buat guys. Dan kita udah ngebantuin dia. Nah, ini misi lanjutannya kayaknya guys.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Si Blackthorn penasaran akan sebuah pedang guys. So kita akan langsung tanya aja sama si Karen.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Si Torgal happy banget ya guys, sampai goyang-goyang ekornya. Bisa kita belai nggak? Bisa kita belai nggak? Nggak bisa. Ada 3 tanda guys di belakangnya Torgal guys. Lucu juga sih ini. Oke, kita langsung pergi nih guys ke Dalimil Inn. Katanya ada di sana guys orangnya. Dalimil berarti di gurun pasir dong. Mana. Oh, di bawah ya. Oke, harusnya dekat sini guys. Nah,
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
orangnya masih kesal dengan kita kemarin buat kerusukan di sini ya guys ya.
Yeah, you. Listen, I've got this theory.
Teori apa?
I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
Ya. Go on. Kayaknya nggak ada di sini guys. Kita masih ke atas kayaknya.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
Alright.
One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
Kayaknya di atas mereka semua ini guys. Kita coba cari jalan masuknya ya. Ah, ini dia.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Oke, sekarang kita mesti pergi ke Bandit's Bed ya guys ya. Dan lokasinya ya ampun jauh banget. Yaudah kita langsung teleport aja guys ke sini ya. Kita panggil Ambrosia, where are you? Alright.
Good girl.
Ke arah sana guys. Jadi semua barang-barang curian ataupun apapun itu ya guys, lewatnya ke Bandit's Bed ini dulu kayak pengepul mereka ya. Nah ini mereka guys. Oh, kita cari dulu casternya ya. Ah, udah tewas gitu doang. Alright. Tinggal satu yang gede, guys. Oke, dia stagger, guys. Waduh. Oke, dia stagger, guys. Cukup kuat juga ya, 130 dan damage kita kayaknya geli-geli dia, guys. Aduh, telat yang tekan. Alright, masih kita kill, guys.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Ternyata Uncle Byron-nya punya musuh buyutan juga, guys. Saingan para kolektor ya. Ya, ini sih berhubungan dengan kemampuan finansial perasa, guys. Alright, ini kita udah kembali ke hideaway kita. Dan kita bawa material yang kita dapetin dari selesaikan quest tadi ya, guys ya. So, seharusnya ini memberikan semacam petunjuk untuk si Blackthorn, guys.
Sorry for the wait. But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword, then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Dan ternyata kita nge-unlock desain Excalibur dong, guys. Pedang legendaris ya, guys, yang ada di Final Fantasy. So, kita akan bicara kembali sama Blackthorn, guys.
back, are you? What do you want?
Excalibur. Ya ampun, ternyata cukup dong untuk buat ini langsung, guys. Dan tanpa menunggu lama, mari kita buat aja ya.
It last you a good while.
Langsung jadi Excalibur, guys. Itu pedang paling kuat yang pernah ada saat ini ya, guys ya. Dan terakhir kalau kita cek, nggak ada lagi bisa kita crafting di sini. Semuanya di bawah ekspektasi. Dan di reinforce pun juga nggak ada yang bagus. Oke, nah ini kita udah pakai Excalibur, guys. Kita cek dulu ya. Ciami, guys, pedangnya, guys. Tuh kalian lihat ya pedangnya ya. Waduh, nice banget. Selesaikan quest langsung dapat pedang baru si Clive, guys. Nah, ini versi cerahnya, guys. Gila, keren ya pedangnya ya. The mighty Excalibur now is on our hand, guys. Alright, thank you. Nggak sia-sia ya kita kerjakan quest tadi. Dan kalau kita cek lagi ke semuanya, guys, ini kayaknya ada sesuatu yang bisa kita klaim ya. Kita cek peta dulu, guys. Kayaknya udah semua ya. Nggak ada lagi side quest yang bisa kita lakukan. Ya udah, kita langsung aja ke tempat utama kita, guys. Sebelumnya kita coba klaim hadiah dulu ya. Hadiah yang kita kumpulin itu dari renown point, guys. Kali ini kalau kita mengerjakan side mission, itu mengumpulkan beberapa poin ya.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
They told me she was building a ship.
Nah, ini dia, guys.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Kita dapetin High Cleric's Medallion ya, guys ya. Kita klaim aja.
All yours.
Baik. Oke.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Kalau kita cek abilities-nya, High Cleric's Medallion, increase healing potency of high potion by 25%. Lumayan, guys, tapi aku nggak terlalu butuh juga ya, karena pakai potion itu jarang-jarang juga aku pakai, guys. Nah, ini kita ada beberapa item juga yang belum pernah kita pakai, tapi sekarang kita menggunakan Dragslayer Belt. Ini juga dari quest. Kemudian juga Dragslayer Bracelet juga dari quest di Blacksmith ya. Dan terakhir kita menggunakan Excalibur. Kita upgrade dari ini, guys, dari Greenstone ya. Cukup jauh, guys, dari 225 ke 268. Nice. Alright, sekarang udah komplit rasanya. Kita selesaikan quest yang ada di sini dan kita bicara sama si Otto aja ya, langsung ya.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
What? Si Mid udah langsung jalan aja. Dia pergi tanpa bilang-bilang ke kita loh, guys.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what?
Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Dan perjalanan kita berikutnya itu adalah mengunjungi Canfor ya guys. And that's it untuk video kali ini guys. Thank you banget buat teman-teman yang sudah nonton sampai ending video ini ya. Dan tentunya jangan lupa juga di subscribe ya guys, biar kamu nggak ketinggalan update video berikutnya di channel ini guys. Thank you untuk support kamu ya. Sampai jumpa lagi kita di chapter berikutnya. Stay gaming and stay happy.